This is principle number 5, the second part. And principle number 5 of Oren's book, Financial Fitness, the 47 Principles, is consistently budget and save for unexpected expenses. And you know, we don't do that. It is absolutely critical that we save for unexpected expenses. You should have at least 6 months of living expenses saved, put away in a kitty that you don't touch in case something happens. And trust me, shift happens, something happens unexpected. It could be as small as your refrigerator goes out. It could be a job loss. It could be an unexpected illness. It could be your child being hurt. It could be cancer treatments. It could be a family emergency. It could be your house burning down or being in a hurricane. So much stuff can happen and can send you into a very difficult situation. So if you are not prepared with savings tucked away where you can't touch it for emergency spending money, you will be vulnerable to financial calamity. The average American household has less than a couple $1,000s in total savings. Very few, probably less than 80% of households could weather a $4,000 financial emergency, which could be a total loss of your car, or the deductible of a hurricane that destroys your house. Could be anything like that. You could be financially devastated. So you need to plan and have emergency savings. Ideally, that should be 10% of everything you save. You should be saving right now 10% of absolutely everything you earn for the rest of your life should go into a kitty. It should go into a separate savings account that you do not touch for any reason except a major disaster. Now, for those of you who work for a corporation, it can be a wonderful 401k, and if you're lucky, your company will match it. That is the ideal, because you put in up to 4 to 6% of your pay, and they will match it with another 4 to 6% of your pay. All that money is tax deferred. You don't pay tax when you earn it, so you can deduct it from your total payment. You pay tax when you take it out of that account and use it when you're older, hopefully after 59 and a half, which is you can take it out without a penalty. In addition to consistent long-term savings of a 401k, you should have an IRA. An IRA is an individual retirement account. If you don't have a 401k, you can have an IRA. If you have a business, you can also have some like a SEP, which could be a business or a solo 401k. There's some other investments that you can have in addition to a 401k. Check with your financial advisor and learn ways that you can take money and defer it from taxes. That is the ideal way, 10%. In addition to that, you need to have a little kitty where you stick untouched money that you need in case of an emergency. One strategy is to open up a bank account that you don't use, and one that you don't even have a checkbook for, that you have to go to it and withdraw the cash, so you aren't tempted to say, oh, that check, oh, I'll just put it on this card, or, oh, I need something right away, I'm here, I'll just pick it up and go. No, you need to have something where it's locked away safe. You can find it, family members can find it, but you need to put away money for a rainy day, any kind of an emergency, and it should be ideally 6 months spending money. That's rent, food, gasoline, insurance policies, your entire budget, which you just did the last time. Remember, you did your budget? 6 months of that budget should be earmarked and put away in another separate savings account. I know nobody does this. It is not easy. We like to spend everything we earn, but we really have to discipline ourselves. And if you save 10% of your income from the time that you start your work, by the time you're like 40, you can retire and live comfortably for the rest of your life and not have to work. Imagine that. But you have to start today. And it doesn't matter if you're 20, if you're 40, if you're 60, we all need to be saving as much as we can. So we need to save emergency money that we can use in addition to long-term financial investment that will be our livelihood. It's really important. Today, you're going to work for 50 years. You're going to start working in your early 20s, and you're going to have to work until you're in your 70s before you can take full Social Security benefits. So you have got to plan for 50-year employment. And so Not only that, that allows you to save because the average life expectancy of a 60-year-old person today is 83. So in addition, after 70, you're going to live another 13 years on average, and many people will live 20 to 25 years. Today's baby boom, today a baby who's born today has a life expectancy of almost 100. And so you're going to have to plan enough savings to support yourself for longer and longer lifestyles. When I was born, the average life expectancy for someone my age was like 62. Today, it is 83. So they've added another 20 years. So I have got to work longer and I've got to save more, planning to live much longer than we expected to 20, 30, 40 years ago. So it's really important that you start a habit of savings. It's unpleasant. Nobody wants to. We all want to live in the moment. First, you need to pay off those credit card debts immediately. They're costing you interest while you sleep, and you need to be saving for an emergency, which could wipe you out financially. And the financial devastation of an unexpected debt could wipe out your credit worthiness. It could drive you into bankruptcy. It could cause foreclosure. They could come pick up your car, and then all that gets reported on the credit report. Your employer is going to find out. You might even not lose a job or not be able to get a job because of bad credit reports. So it's really important you take these steps to care for yourself and to make sure that you are not vulnerable to any kind of a short-term devastating thing. Shift happens, stuff happens, change happens. You have to be prepared for unexpected expenses and unexpected circumstances. So save now, put money away in the kitty, save long-term for your retirement, and you will be okay financially. This is Diane Huth, and these were simple secrets for financial fitness from the 47 Principles of Orrin Woodward, how you can get debt-free fast.